Welcome to the Real Sports Repo with my partner Dion Johnson. I am Joshua Sears. This is the Week 7 picks. We're going to jump right into it. First game we've got is the Seahawks at the Browns. Seahawks starting Charlie Whitehurst this week. What do you think is going to go down in that one?
Tavares Jackson being hurt, Charlie Whitehurst getting the start, a little bit of Marshawn Lynch, a little bit of Doug Baldwin, a little bit of Mike Wallace, hopefully a lot of Earl Thomas. And for Cleveland, Colt McCoy, Muhammad Massaquoi. Sorry, I'm going to take Seahawks on this one.
Me, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to take the upset in Cleveland there. Next game we've got the Falcons and the Lions. Big man out of that game, Javid Best. What do you see going on with that one?
No run game for Detroit isn't such a bad thing, but they will run the ball. They're not going to run it as effectively as they would had they had Mikel LeSure, who's out for the year, or Javid Best, who's out just for a little while right now. I'm still going to take the Lions in this one. Lions DBs aren't great. Calvin Johnson, a.k.a. Megatron, is great. Starscream, a.k.a. Matt Stafford, is great. I see the Lions rebounding after a loss to the 49ers.
And I go Lions as well. Next up, we've got a battle between Cortland Finnegan and maybe Andre Johnson. Depends, coach's decision, waiting on game day. But it's the Texans and the Titans. What do you see going on with that one?
I am gonna have to go possibly. It's a hard deal because Matt Schaub's good and so is Matt Hasselbeck, and Hasselbeck's been playing at a pretty high level.
Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Matt
You know,
Hasselbeck, all in passing yards right now. 1, 2, 3.
yeah, but I don't know. This one's a tough one. But if I have to lean on anybody, I'm gonna have to go ahead and take the Texans, strictly based on the fact that even without Andre Johnson, they can still win. Still got a few receivers. They've still got Dreesen. They've still got Owens. They've still got Jacoby Jones. And they have a running back by the name of Arian Foster, who's doing a heck of a lot better than Chris Johnson. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Texans.
Okay. Outside of the fact that Hasselbeck has the 117 for 181, 1,414 yards and 9 touchdowns, he doesn't have a receiver right now, so I'm going to have to agree with you. I'm going to go with Houston. So the next game is, ironically enough, Tim Tebow starting in a game in Miami where they're honoring the '08 national champions for the Miami University. And it's going to be interesting. Tim Tebow, no number 1 receiver. What do you see in that one?
Honestly, I don't know. Um, for some reason, with him being in the game, I have the Broncos winning this one, but I'm kind of confused on what Denver is doing by trying to trade away every bit of receiver they have and just keep Tim Tebow. It's setting the guy up for failure. You trade away the leading receiver from last year in Brandon Lloyd to the St. Louis Rams for next to nothing in a 6th-round pick that could possibly only jump up to a 5th based on his production. And then you try to put Eddie Royal on a trading block before you can even get that done. So I see them winning because I don't see Tebow losing. And I see this being, almost like a homecoming for him. Even though he's in Dolphin Stadium, you're going to see a lot of Tebow fans. So with the fans there driving him and pushing him to do better and to be great, I see the Dolphins losing and the Broncos pulling this one out.
Dolphins are actually the favorite in this game, but I don't see the Dolphins winning. I got to go Broncos as well. Now, interestingly enough, Jets head coach came out and said if he would have been the head coach of the San Diego Chargers, he would have won a couple championships by now. Well, he's not. Norv Turner is. Rex Ryan is currently the head coach of the Jets, who've been to 2 straight AFC championship games. Chargers, Jets. What do you see in this game?
Well, it's going to be a good game to watch. Jets D hasn't been so great. They looked a little bit better last week, but then again, they were playing the Dolphins of all teams, so it wasn't really a hard task. They'll have a little bit more of a task going up against Vincent Jackson and Malcolm Floyd and Ryan Matthews and Phillip Rivers. And on the other side of the ball, Chargers are rolling. They look good right now. They're sitting there at 4-1, top their division. Jets are 3-3, looking to make it a 2-game winning streak. Um, as much as I hate to do this, I'm gonna have to go with the San Diego Superchargers on this one. Phillip Rivers is gonna take that defense apart, and unless Darrell Reeves and Cromartie are on top of their game, he's gonna put that ball wherever he feels like.
I too am going to have to go with the 4-1 San Diego Chargers. Next, we're going for a trip over the pond to the United Kingdom, the Bears and the Buccaneers. What do you see with this game?
Well, Josh, since you're speaking that way, I think I'll have me a spot of tea. Hold on 1 second. Great tea, by the way. Shout out to Arizona for making such great tea. Well, they're trying to make football a regular thing over there in London. They even want to give themselves their own team, mate. So this is what I see. I see the Tampa Bay Buccaneers coming in at 4-3. I see the Chicago Bears coming in at 3-3, who are very hungry. I'm going to say that
No
if you're
LeGarrette Blunt, by the way.
Oh yeah, I'm going to say that if you're in the wilderness and you're a buccaneer and you come across a bear, unless you've got your musket, you're going to get ate up. This game, I'm going to say the Buccaneers get ate up. No LeGarrette Blunt, sorry, but Josh Freeman, you're going to have a hard day. And I think if you guys are bold enough to say you're going to kick Devin Hester Hester's going to take it all the way to the house. So with another spot of tea, Chicago Bears shall win.
Now, if you're going to kick it to Devin Hester, this is what I say. Not once, not twice. You're going to see 3 returns for a touchdown by Devin Hester. You don't see that normally because they don't kick to him. If you kick to him, you're going to see 3 returns. Last time it was done was against the Arizona Cardinals, Monday Night Football 2008. 3 kickoffs, returns for touchdowns in one game because they kicked. They can continue to kick. So next we're going to talk about new quarterback with the Washington Redskins. John Beck will get the start against, we're out of London now, against the Cam and the Carolina Panthers. What do you see in this one?
Well, I've been riding with the Panthers the whole time, and they've been disappointing me by continuing to lose. But John Beck and the Skins, I'm going ahead and go with the Panthers. Unless Ryan Terrain decides to run all over them, I don't see the Skins doing much. John Beck's been in the system. He understands it. He knows it. And yeah, he came in and scored a little rushing touchdown, had his 15 minutes of fame, but John Beck's a career backup. Never really started. So this will be his first game starting, and I'm pretty sure he's pretty young. Only thing he's out of his 20s, and he looks about 35. I'm going to have to go with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. I think that running back tandem over there gets them over the hill, and Steve Smith and Cam Newton continue to pick up where they left off in all these other games and taking the Panthers.
Next game's pretty interesting. We don't know who Oakland's starter is right now. It could be Kyle Bowler. It could be Carson Palmer. But they're playing the Chiefs. Does it really matter who they started quarterback playing the Kansas City Chiefs?
Not necessarily, because you know who the Chiefs starter is, and his name is Matt Castle. Chiefs have looked pretty bad this year. They're 2-3. They're almost on the bottom of their division, only ahead of the Broncos right now. And in Oakland, they don't know who their starter is going to be, but it doesn't matter. You just hand the ball off to Run DMC, and he will run. I'm going to go ahead and take the Raiders in this one. Doesn't matter whether they start Carson Palmer or Bowler. They'll do what they got to do. Preferably, I'd like to see Terrell Pryor get the start. Maybe get him a few reps in so he can show what he's got. Because with Carson Palmer coming in, they're signing a shiny new 7-year deal. He's pretty much out. And yeah, it's kind of bad for the kid because he already went and served all the suspension time and everything, and it's going to be hard for him to get picked up by another team. But Raiders will win this one.
Troy Smith, Part 2.
Very big. Very, very true.
I'm going to go ahead and take the Raiders in this one as well. A rematch from the Super Bowl a couple years back. the Pittsburgh Steelers, Arizona Cardinals. Pittsburgh won that Super Bowl on a last-minute touchdown. Who do you see winning the rematch of the Super Bowl?
I am going to go blatantly with the Pittsburgh Steelers. That is an obvious point. Um, you got Big Ben, you got those receivers, you got Rashard Mendenhall. That's all you have to say. And this is not Kurt Warner under center. This is Kevin Cobb, who's looked okay. But then again, you got to watch out for Mr. Wells over there. He's running like crazy this year. So I'm still going to take the Steelers.
I am going to take the Steelers as well. Very interesting breaking news coming out today, and this may be news to you. A.J. Feely has been named the Rams starting quarterback for Sunday. Rams at Cowboys. Who you got?
With that news, I'm going to have to take the Rams. Fooled you. You thought I was going to go with them girls, huh? I do not like the Cowboys. I don't like Tony Romo. I don't like what they're doing over there. I don't see them going to the playoffs. He will not win them the Super Bowl. I don't care if you put Sebastian Janikowski as the Rams quarterback right now. The Rams will win this game.
Cowboys at home, backup quarterback.
Go ahead, take him. Go ahead.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and take the St. Louis Rams.
All right.
Because I just don't see the Cowboys having enough defense.
I don't do it either.
Anyway, now we're going to talk about what used to be a pretty good matchup. You used to have Brett Favre against Aaron Rodgers. Now it's going to be Christian Ponder against Aaron Rodgers, and what I personally think will be a blowaway game. I don't know about you, but you got the 6-0 Packers going against the 1-5 Minnesota Vikings. What about their new quarterback, Christian Ponder?
Okay, Ponder looked good. Ponder will be a good quarterback eventually, but for you to have your first actual NFL start against the Green Bay Packers defense, you will get your welcome to the NFL hit, just like Reggie Bush did many years ago with Jeremiah Trotter laying him out and him crawling off the field. Clay Matthews will put a hurting on you. A.J. Hawk will put a hurting on you. B.J. Raji will hit you. Christian Ponder, you are in for a world of hurt. I suggest you hand the ball off to Adrian Peterson almost every play, because if you try to throw the ball, it's going to get ugly. Green Bay Packers.
And I, unfortunately, take the Packers as well. Next, we've got Sunday Night Football on NBC. Al and John are the best on TV. We've got the Colts, the 0-6 Colts, taking on the 4-2 Saints. Now, before you say anything, does Curtis Painter have any hope in this game at all?
Curtis Painter, Drew Brees, joke. Sorry, Curtis. I mean, you've been doing good, and I can appreciate what you've done. You've shown me a lot. It's Drew Brees. It's the New Orleans Saints. You guys are going to go 0-7. Sorry, Saints, 100%. No reason for me to think otherwise.
I'm going Saints as well. Last game we've got Monday Night Football, ESPN, the Ravens at the Jaguars. Do the Jaguars and Maurice Jones-Drew have any hope?
Jaguars and Maurice Jones-Drew don't have any hope, because all they have right now is Maurice Jones-Drew. That's a lot in itself, but it's not enough to beat the defense of the Baltimore Ravens. You still have Ray Lewis. You still got Ed Reed. You still got Haloti Ngata. You still got these young DBs over there. Oh, on the other side of the ball, we have Ray Rice. We have Joe Flacco. We have Anquan Bolden. Oh, Mr. Mason's back as well. Well, I mean, there's just too many things that the Ravens have over the Jaguars for them not to win. They are going to have a field day with Blaine Gabbert. This will be another learning experience for him, and I will hope and pray that he can live through this and not be scarred mentally for life, because if he puts that ball anywhere near Ed Reed, that's a pick.
Teams on a bye this week: Buffalo, Cincinnati, New England, the Giants, Philadelphia, San Francisco. Real quick, we've got 30 seconds. The handshake was the big deal last week. What big nonsense thing will come out of this week, do you think?
They'll probably continue to talk about the stupid handshake. They can cry about it all they want. You got to grow up, get over it, and move on. I'm pretty sure somebody will have a great game and hopefully deter them from this idiocy that they have been living this whole time. That handshake is not worth that much attention. For Josh Sears, I'm Deion Johnson. This is the Real Sports Repo. Thank you for watching.
Thank you. Have a good night. Have a good weekend.